path right here, as he says, it's a lot easier for me to walk like this. Am I right? It's a lot easier versus holding on to all that baggage. You're gonna be bumping here, bumping that, trying to make it fit. I can't fit in that little gap between the hallway and Pastor Sharon unless I walk like this. And so, what's so hard about that? About walking like that? Oh, it's bottled water. Okay, am I ready? Sorry, I'm just excited for the Lord. But as I'm talking about this, sitting here for a year, making sure I don't have the spirit of lust, making sure I don't have my self-righteous spirit, making sure that I can go out there and get ready when I'm out there surrounded by people that are smoking, around the people that are just cussing, around the people that are trying to show me the new trend that's on social media about the dances, about people half naked, trying to get me to take a peek and continue to take a peek, trying to get me to stare at it and be like, oh, I like that song. Oh, you remember you used to like Dr. Dre? Yeah, listen to the new song they have. It sounds good, huh? I don't want to hear that, man. The only doctor that I want is Jesus. That's it. You know? And at first, it don't seem like it's that much. Say, for instance, I only had a little bit of water in this little bottle right here. I'm holding it. It doesn't really weigh that much, am I right? And the first little pour, I poured just a little bit of water in here. At first, I poured, then I'm going to start lying. Oh, it ain't going to hurt nobody. I don't see that much to carry. I'm going to put more water in here. And I'm going to put that, I'm going to start cheating God. I'm not going to give God 10%, I'm going to give him 3%. So I'm going to put more water and thinking that it's all right. It ain't hurting me. Then I'm going to start looking at inappropriate things on my phone. So I'll fill up more and more. And continue to fill my water until it gets this full. It don't seem that much, right? People can't see what I'm doing because it's see-through, right? So I'm going to hold it like this. By that being said, how long do you think I can actually hold this bottle of water before it starts to get a little uncomfortable? Before it starts to get uneasy? Before I start wanting to drop it? Because eventually I'm going to get too tired and I'm going to drop it and it's going to spill everywhere, making a big old mess. Because eventually eventually what's going to happen is that cup that the devil trying to lie and say that it's never going to fall. No one's ever going to see it. When it falls, it's going to hit everybody. And everybody's going to eventually see it. The reason I use that as a visual way, because sometimes a lot of people hold on to little bitty things like that while you're out there getting ready to win some souls, to go out there and witness, but you're distracted. You know, remember when I was going out there, had to go out there, fired up for Jesus, saying, okay, Lord, all right, Lord, I want to focus, I want to go to this crowd of people right here, and I'm going to go give the word to him. But before I get there, within 5 minutes, I started to get distracted. You know, here recently, just getting distracted. Looking at my thing, oh man, hold up. Okay, I can only put $10 of gas in my car. Oh man, I gotta put gas in the car, I gotta go to work. And then I'll just leave 5 people out there that I could have missed an opportunity. It could have been the right time to get them. And I stopped myself and I said, man, you be ashamed of yourself. Man, you forgot who you are? You forgot where you came from? Where would you be, Fernando, if Pastor Sharon, Pastor Cannon decided not to go to the tent city that day because they were too tired, because they were distracted about something? Where do you think you would be at right now? If you just blew that opportunity to plant that seed into those 5 people right there. I was like, you're right, God. You're right. I'm starting to get double-minded, thinking about my own worldly things that are not even that big of a problem, thinking about the little finances, which ain't even that big. But what I'm trying to make is sometimes things happen in your life to get you blinded and get you distracted from ministering or witnessing to somebody. You know, I don't know who these 5 people are, but I know what I did. I know I said, stop, go out there, and I'm going to use what I got. Change our purpose. All right, use what I got, do what I can, let God take care of the rest. So I went over there and I started talking to these people. And I said, so tell me about yourself. First he looked at me like, okay, who are you? I said, I'm just a man of God after God's heart. I was like, but you don't have to explain to me about situations. Tell me about yourself, because I've been there. You know, I've been through a lot too. So have you. And I started talking to them, and they started telling me about, you know, everything that was a blessing for me. Now I see it was a blessing for what I had to go through. Because I only knew then, if I never went through all that, it would have been harder for me to minister and to talk to these group of people. It would have been harder for them to receive me. But when I told them my story, they looked at me and they stopped. And they started to cry a little bit. And I said, you don't have to cry. I'm just telling you that your story is not going to end here in the street. It's not. They told me that I was going to die out here in the street. The world told me that I was never going to make it. I was never going to see my babies. I was never going to hug my mom on Christmas. I wasn't going to be able to spend New Year's sober. I wasn't going to spend my next birthday in a house eating good food. Cheesecake restaurant. You know, eating good food. You know, they told me that. So whatever the world's telling you, don't listen to what the world has to tell you. Don't. Because then you start listening to yourself. You start speaking to yourself. I'm telling you right now, in the name of Jesus, that you can be delivered and your chains can be dropped. I was crazy out there. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all, some saw me when I first came in here. Pastor Alberto saw me. I laid on his bed and went in my bed. I was laid on the bed. Yeah, the way him said, "Sir, that's not your bed." I was with glasses like that, and I was like, "Huh?" And so I had no idea, but I knew that that morning I wasn't gonna wake up like this anymore. You know, I used to wake up every morning like this, the shakes. You know, I couldn't shake out. I couldn't shake because when I read Samson, I learned that I could no longer shake it off. That I couldn't. I was blind. I couldn't shake it off. I was being embarrassed, walking around in a circle. I was being embarrassed doing. You know, the world told me to. I was doing it. You know, here I was, and I remember that day.